Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marta. Now we'll talk a bit about France, and once again begin by how it's important to continue working on your social professional life and discovering new financial aspects after retirement. Fourthly, it's important to know that at the end of 2020, almost 17 million people were direct pensioners under at least one French retirement scheme. And indeed, the French state proposed various pension schemes for its retired citizens, but any retiree in the general scheme is at his disposal a possibility to continue professional activity without losing a right to benefit from retirement pensions. Also, there's a lot of information, either online or offline, regarding this subject. So it is easy for French retiree to have information regarding this subject. It's also important to note that the continuation of a professional activity in France does not allow the acquisition of new pension rights. That's why currently it induced more retirees to continue their professional activities instead of accumulating retirement benefits with a salary. That is also what is advised usually by the finance authorities regarding retirees. Finally, we can note that almost 500,000 retirees, so more than 3% of the French population, age 55 or older, were working while receiving a retirement pension in 2018. So more than half of their retirees in a work retirement situation hold a management position or are self-employed, and only 1/5 retirees who are working multiple jobs were employed as artisan, business owners, or farmers also. But the vast majorities of jobs held while working with the pensions are part-time, which is a very strong choice made by the French retired seniors. Some suggestions are added at the end of this document, especially some kind of secretarial and administrative assistance and accounting through the association Seniors at Your Service. We can also suggest some kind of tutoring or mentoring for a lot of different subjects, depending on your learning. Finally, you can try to have a new financial activity related to loaning or renting a part of your house. It is a sector which is currently booming in France for seniors. Continuing on the social questions, we especially work under the National French Agency for Health, who published a strong report in 2010 regarding the seniors and the retired seniors who wanted to maintain a fulfilling social life. This report stated that these seniors have a better physical and psychological health. Thus, active seniors who, for example, join associations, play games with other seniors or other people, who continue visit their children or family or acquaintances, have a better health. And on the other hand, elderly people who live alone or who are recluses, have less social life, are far more vulnerable than the other. Regarding their physical health, social interaction allow for the exchange of information about health risks, such as smoking, alcohol, nutrition, or other kind of diseases. That's why it is important regarding this National Agency report to continue maintaining a strong social life after retirement. Also, finally, regarding this report, the cause and effect link between old age and mental health is very important to take into account. The older we get, the more psychological suffering we experience. And also the situation worsens for those who remain alone. Men are much more affected than women. So it is therefore, we think, important to maintain an active social life throughout retirement. A few examples we are presenting you is continuing or trying to do a new sport, either with a partner or in a club, and for example, with association Sports Seniors. It's some kind of a network of a sports club, especially created for seniors, who are offering specialty sports activity for seniors age 55 or older. You can also try to not renting a part of your house, as I was saying previously, but cohabiting either with other seniors or why not with younger people. The program Cohabiting Seniors, created by the French state, try to help try to help a senior citizen to make contact with either new people, new retired people, or with juniors who are currently trying to find an apartment with a good price. And it is also an important point in a country. Finally, this program, Cohabiting Seniors, is important to try to maintain an intergeneration link. And it is very highlighted by our country that this intergeneration link have a very important mental health benefit for seniors.
Okay, so as said previously, in France, learning after retirement is rather an exception than a social norm. So it's still not so much common to study or especially to get engaged into a degree course or university course after retirement. But actually, the learning opportunities are endless in France for those who have good digital skills or even offline. So it actually depends on your interest, obviously. So what interests you most? But there is a huge offer of cultural activities, ICT courses, and some personal development courses, and any other fields of interest. So if you're interested in formal learning, there's what are so-called universities of all ages or universities of third age. So it's actually a network of different universities who propose the courses for seniors. So you may get enrolled in a university degree and eventually you will have a certificate or a diploma for this. So if, for example, you dreamt of learning something new, so that might be a good opportunity. And there are also some kind of like non-formal opportunities if you're not keen on getting evaluated or on getting some kind of grades, because it's obviously it discourages some quite often to continue learning this kind of score systems and so on, or exams especially. So they're so-called open classrooms or Coursera. So open classrooms, it's a French platform which allows to take any course online, and it's completely free unless you want to have a certificate at the end. There are also tutoring, as said previously, and also university prepared MOOCs available online. Okay, so now we will move to Portugal. Joanna or Alicia, are you ready to present the part related to Portugal? I guess no, so we'll move to the next partner. Okay, the Netherlands.
Hello.
Hello.
Very well.
Yes, we do.
Okay. I'm not turning on my camera because I don't want to be recorded. I hope you're okay with that.
Of course we are.
Okay. I'm gonna start with professional life and financial situation after retirement and some common issues. And I'd like to inform you that more and more Dutch people are continuing to work after they reach the state pension age. The Dutch government provides financial help to employers who hire older workers, and employees also receive a tax credit for that. And people who work after retirement are still entitled to the minimum wage, but they're no longer insured against unemployment or incapacity. And there are no legal limits on how many hours people over the state pension age can work. So yeah, and there's some suggestions such as transport and logistics, healthcare, entrepreneurship, and artists. Yep. And here are some ideas. I'm gonna start with old capital. And yeah, among drivers, no, sorry. Yeah, just drivers and furniture makers, tailors and upholsters are more likely to work at an advanced age than some other workers. But however, these jobs require physical and mental strength, which can become difficult to maintain as people get older. And the other one is active 65 and 65 plus. And well, in 2021, 4,380 people over the age of 65 started their own businesses. Being an entrepreneur can be a way for seniors to find work, as there are employment agencies that specialize in placing older workers. And here shown 2 examples as links. And now I'm going to talk about social life after retirement and again some common issues. A study of 10,000 people over the age of 65 in the northern Netherlands during the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic found that almost half of them felt isolated from others. Yeah, social relationships are important for the well-being and health of older adults, but you know, as a matter of fact, loneliness is just not about being around other people. And here are some suggestions. The first one is about a dance school. And that dance school actually says that people over 50 are often capable of more than people think. Also, their instructors are academically trained and give tips on how to avoid injuries during classes. And the other one is more about creative activities such as making decorations, bouquets, postcards, collages, for example, yeah, which are fun and simple activities that seniors can do on their own or with others. And they're also great for conversation material. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to talk about education after retirement and again some common issues. The Netherlands offers a variety of educational opportunities for seniors, including government subsidies, university programs, and courses from private providers. But however, the problem of age discrimination in employment is more widespread than the lack of educational opportunities. Yeah, employers need to expand their learning and development opportunities for employees aged 50 and over. Yeah. There are some suggestions and ideas, and the first one is about the STEP budget, which is a new government subsidy for training, which stands for Stimulation of the Labor Market Position. And it is designed to help people improve their chances of finding and keeping a job. And so, well, people can apply for up to 1,000 euros per year to reimburse the cost of training. And the other one is the lifelong learning credit, which is a loan that can be used to pay for tuition at secondary vocational education, MBO, higher professional education, or university. And it is a good option for people who want to improve their skills or education, but cannot afford to pay for it upfront. Yeah, and that can be done through government subsidy, higher education for the elderly, and courses. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So unless the Portuguese partner is available and ready to present their part, I think we are done with the country-specific presentation. So thank you a lot for your attention.